Hey guys, this is Justin. This video is going to be probably a little difficult for me to make, so please bear with me. And it's about struggle. It's about struggle, and it's about being in a dark tunnel and not being able to see the light at the end of it. And maybe there's a couple of y'all that are experiencing that. Maybe some of y'all are inside a dark tunnel and y'all just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know it's there somewhere, but you're feeling around and it just looks like there's no end. And you know, there's it kind of sucks that time. I personally got to the end. I've trained myself to know that there is a light. Sometimes I can't see it. Sometimes I don't know where it is, but I know there is a light. So that helps push me forward. But sometimes it's not enough knowing that there's going to be end to this particular struggle you're going through. Sometimes it's not enough. And man, it's what do you do? And I've struggled with that. And there's something I've kind of figured out, something that helps me. At least I believe that helps me, and maybe it'll help you too. Is find someone you can trust to share that struggle with. And I'm not talking about public on Facebook. Yeah, no, no, no. That's probably not the best strategy. There might be worse strategies. But find somebody you could trust, someone that's in a position uh, that you can feel comfortable telling the struggle to. And sometimes you can't find that person. Sometimes you don't have that network. And when you don't, and I didn't for quite some time. And in fact, recently have I really developed a network of people that I can trust. There's some people in the past, but recently have I got myself a better group of confidants, I guess we could say, that I've been able to share with other people and be able to position the struggle outside of myself and get some feedback. But when you're in that place where you're not comfortable with sharing it, or you don't know anybody you can trust to share it with, write it down. Write that struggle down. Because sometimes when you're in a dark place, you need to declare that you're in a dark place before you could start looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes you just have to admit that you're struggling. And and once you admit that you're struggling, you can actually get that realization that you don't have to always struggle. And I mean this yeah, for me, my struggles, with the anxiety, depression, stuff like that, yeah, it felt like it was going to be an eternal struggle. And there's still times I struggle with it. There's still times I wrestle with it, but it's less now. And I've beat it before, so I know I can beat it again. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it sucks, but there's in. You need sometimes you need to sometimes you need to say what you're struggling. Sometimes you need to share with somebody, and if you can find someone to share with, I wrote some notes there, scribbles, man. Oh, there we go. When when you write it down or share it, you release it to where it no longer you're no longer in the center of it. You can actually speak it out and remove yourself from it so it's not consuming you. And that's what I noticed. It's once I'm able to share it, once I'm able to get it outside of my brain a little bit, then I'm able to position myself in a better position myself to where I can more get a hold of it. I hope Hope you know what I'm talking about. If you do, if you understand, if you catching what I'm throwing out, let me know, because I think this is an important thing to share. I'm not sure if I'm sharing it eloquently enough, so please let me know. I would love to be able to share it better. So if you have any suggestions, tips, I would be very appreciative of it, because this is something that I wish I really knew a long time ago. And once I kind of figured it out, and I didn't really figure it out until I was doing it. And then later on, I realized by writing it down, I was able to position myself to give myself more leverage to work against what I was fighting. Once I was able to do that, and once I realized that, I started leveraging it more and started to see measurable improvement more. So it's been an amazing journey in 2016, where instead of running and hiding from these dragons, is what I like to call them, I've actually been able to write down these dragons, these problems, these issues I'm dealing with, actually codify them, put them down, and then once I admit that that is a darkness, that the dungeon is dark, then I was able to do something about it. And then now that I've grown, now that I've expanded my network, now that I'm trying to be, now that I'm grabbing a party of adventurers to destroy dragons, now I'm able to share this tunnel is dark to somebody else, and someone will listen, and someone be like, yes, it is. Now, and some of these people are like, I've been in this dark tunnel before. This is how I got out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but damn, is it great to have somebody to be like, I've been there, this is working for me, or this is not working for me. Try it. It's a direction. It might not be the right direction, but it's a direction. And I think the one of the scariest things about being in the darkness is not knowing a direction, not having a direction. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get directions. Sometimes it's hard to know the direction when you're in the darkness without that light. Yeah, we're not dwarves. It's not. It's not internal like that. And sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need to write it down. Sometimes we need a compass to help map us out. And sometimes we need to write it down, because sometimes we need to map our path so we don't get lost and get turned around in circles and circles and circles. So I think I'm actually headed somewhere now. So I'm glad I actually kept recording this. Woo, 8 minutes. Anyway, if you've been here this long, thank you so much. Please, give me some feedback about this. Tell me what's hitting you. What's strumming your chords, so I can try to work on it a little bit better, so I can be more effective in helping other people. Anyway, this is Justin. Thank you so much. Bye.